sounds in your ears. They make you get up and dance. They make you get up.
Mine would be the way Helders plays out the chorus just before it drops to the slow outro is fucking fantastic. So as the chorus ends, then he kind of plays out the song, so it goes slow, and he's like he's fucking all over the place, and it's a really good bit. When you listen to it, it's like peak moment of the song, and then it obviously to ease it into what a great way to ease it into the drop back as well, which is always kind of hard to transition into a slow bit. So yeah, well done, Matt. You're an actor. You're a drummer. You're a midnight smoker.
Well, there's our. I think it's a bit too late to release a Christmas version, a Christmas release of us doing that, but doing a cover of the Joker by the Steve Miller Band, but fitting it to Helders. But maybe for next year. Yes, when you said actually that you didn't really, it wasn't until like Brainstorm that you kind of went back and realised how good Helders was, particularly on this song. It's been the same for me listening back to this over the last couple of weeks. And I've always been so fixated on the lyrics and the guitars in particular that, I mean, I knew Helders was doing great work, but this is when people talk about like great Helders drumming performances, this is never one of the first ones that comes to mind. If I'll think like Storm, View From, that's the way.
Yeah.
I'd go in. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, like it was that Brainstorm was when it clicked for me, and I was like, oh wow, he's really doing something. And I've actually thought, oh, wow, he's really improved and he's doing something different there. But actually, when you go back, he's just building on what he already had built. And amazing that he'd only been playing drums for like a few years at this point as well. But unbelievable drums in this song, and you can see that on that live clip. If anyone goes to watch Glastonbury 07 again and watches When the Sun Goes Down, like he's just all over the drums, all over it, and his trackies. Love the trackies. Those are the days. What did you? So was that just Helders again? Was just your favorite musical?
Oh no, I was just adding to yours because just showing that I listen.
Oh, okay. Oh well, very good of you. It's fine to join in.
Free within discussion. No, mine is after the slow bit at the start when the guitars come in and the bass, and
it's ferocious.
Nice bit of palm muting going on as well, which I'm a big fan of. Yeah, I love that. Which is a lot more pronounced on live versions.
I'm a big fan of arm going back and forth there under the table.
Yeah, I'm a massive fan of that. In a lot of, as I was when we were in our short-lived terrible band, I was a fan of that then because I couldn't do fuck all else.
And I couldn't do that. That was the one thing you could do, and it was the one thing I couldn't do was palm mute for some reason. I could never get it right, and I don't know why. I think I said that in there's another song where they palm muted, and I couldn't. Is it like the first verse of Dancing Shoes? Jamie's palm muting or whatever, and then he releases the guitar for that. But yeah, I could never get that right. Which just shows how shit we both were. Why does the band never make it?
Why we're here doing podcasts instead? Because it's infinitely more fun and more people are enjoying this than enjoyed the band by quite some distance.
Low bar, but yeah, it was, even we didn't enjoy the band. When that comes in, that guitar, absolutely. As I said before, like ferocious, great moment. Like another great dance floor moment as well when you're out. And it gets, and you go, you're all singing that, and you kind of do the pause as it pauses, and then you just go for it, like, yeah.
A lot of the time, going back to like on dance floors and stuff like that, a lot of the time when you wouldn't be able to hear the slow bit at the start of the song because you hear people chatting and stuff like that. So often you wouldn't hear that bit. So the first you'd know is when it comes in. It's quite the moment on the dance floors of the nightclubs.
Yeah, I mean. I always heard it. I'm like,
you can smell it.
It's like the bat signal for me. As soon as I hear,
put your finger up in the air.
I knew the DJ was playing it before the DJ knew he was playing it. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Just been asking him for like an hour.
I'd always try and get like other ones played. That was my kind of game, my kind of back and forth. I think I would always go to the DJ booth and I'd be like, "Can you play a certain romance? Come on," like begging him, like, "Come on!" And he'd go, "I'll put it on the list," and I'll go, "Right, yeah." If I had my tits out when I was 17, you'd probably play it straight away, wouldn't you? You just gone back, don't you? No, but I was always trying to get the other ones played that I wanted to hear out, and whenever they did play certain romance, it was glorious. But yes, we're not. That's not our lives anymore. Unfortunately, you can't do that anymore. Although I did have a fantastic night in Magaluf once, where we managed to find the one indie bar there because it was terrible music. I remember Bonkers by Dizzy Rascal was the sound of the summer, and it was on in every bar constantly. Friend of the show, to be fair, Dizzy, friend of the band. But we found this indie bar, and it was so dead in there because obviously people that go Magaluf don't really want to listen to that kind of music. That me and a friend called Ash, that you know as well. We just managed to get the DJ to play a Monkey song all night. We just kept requesting out to Monkey song, and then he just kept playing it. It was a great night. Loved it.
It's not just happy to have someone actually enjoying what he was doing, and yeah.
I mean, some people go to Magaluf to have sex. I just request Arctic Monkey songs.
Just did the exact same thing that you did at home.
Yeah, could have done it here, couldn't I? No.
You like them? You like them English people who like move out to like the Costa del Sol and just go and sit in English pubs all day, reading English papers, eating like English breakfast.
One of those horrible
horses
themed bars. Yeah, it's horrible. That makes me sick. But no, it was a successful trip. That's all I'll say. Moving on.